Alrighty. So this is going to be a reading for my Capricorns for October 27th. Wait, hold on. No, 28th through the 30th. Thank you so much for joining me back on my channel. We're going to go ahead and get straight into your 72-hour forecast, okay? This is going to be general, so everything I say may or may not pertain to you specifically. Definitely make sure you're viewing this with the level of discernment. And if you are someone who does want a personal reading, that information will be listed below, okay? Capricorns for October 28th through the 30th. Capricorns for October 28th through the 30th. Capricorns. Capricorns for October 28th through the 30th. Keep these here. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and get straight into the reading. So first thing I want to cover is the overall energy for the next couple of days. And we have the victory card clarified by the Eight of Swords. So for a lot of you, the energy that you guys, or the mind frame you guys are going to be in, let me say that. Some of you could be in this space of really wanting to conquer, or for a lot of you, you could be feeling as if you conquered a moment of you being stuck to a situation, whether that's mentally feeling restricted to it or mentally feeling like you had no sense of direction when it came to getting out of a circumstance. But for a lot of you, and I think I kind of saw this for you for the last reading I did, where you guys are overcoming some deep trauma that you guys have went through and finally coming to a space to where you're realizing that moment where you were at a standstill, where things weren't really moving for you, it was for you to take a stance to see things from a higher perspective and also gain wisdom. And for a lot of you, you are gaining a lot of wisdom through your experiences, or finally starting to realize what they were for. Now, when it comes to love specifically, we do have the Envy card clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. So for some of you, in a love sense, you could have an ex who's like envious of you for moving on. For others of you, you could have people around you, if you are in a connection right now, who could be like your person's ex, or even your ex who's like jealous of your new relationship, especially if you guys don't keep in contact anymore. For others of you, again, I don't want to say this, but for some of you, you could be feeling some sort of way about somebody else who you may have split up from. And, you know, some of you could be upset about that. But for a lot of you, I'm just getting more of a sense where there could also be some jealousy issues. Like your person could feel as if, you know, they got to be on top of you 100%, or they are the type of person to be on top of you 100% due to the fact that they're scared that you may cheat on them, or there may have been some cheating in the past. So there may be this perception of, okay, well, I got to stay on top of you to make sure you don't cheat on me again type of thing. I'm definitely seeing that. I'm also seeing that somebody's like slightly a little deceptive for some of you. That could be making you like want to split up from someone, or somebody was deceptive and you split up from them, and they could be wanting attention from you now. Okay. But moving forward, what I am seeing for money, we do have the Sun card clarified by the Ace of Wands. So for a lot of you, some more positive energy is going to be coming in that department. I'm getting a sense that there may be some sort of new thing that you may be starting here, whether this is creatively, or if this is like a new job that's something that you're, you know, passionate about, or you guys could be feeling like you're experiencing a level of growth within your career sector after really taking some time to reflect on what you need to do moving forward. And for a lot of you, this is also you being strategic in your movements when it comes to like starting a new job or finding a new job, because of what you went through in the past. You don't want to go through that again. But the advice I can give you, Capricorns, we do have the yin and yang card, excuse me, and the King of Cups. So with this, there's definitely a need for you to get a understanding, if you don't already understand, that there's positive and negative in everything, but also understanding that there's a need for inner balance to take place between your masculine and feminine traits, and also taking in consideration of your emotional needs and your emotional wants and what you're emotionally connected to, so that you can take the steps to manifest what you desire. Because for a lot of you, there's certain things that you're, feeling like, I could do without. And there's really just a need for you to see the good and bad in everything, but take the perspective of, okay, if there's anything I don't like about my circumstance, I can change it. Also, on the flip side, there's a need for balance within a relationship, like a love connection or a relationship. It's possible if both of the parties involved go about it in a emotional mature sense, instead of coming at it from a very like childish, I meant to say, perspective. Now, when it comes to the obstacle that may come up, I do have the walking away card clarified by the Seven of Cups. So for a lot of you, this could be completely walking away from a situation. For others of you, this could be a partner who walked away from you. They feel like it's hard. Since they walked away from you, they feel like, damn, I really miss the Capricorn. For others of you, this could be how you're feeling about your person. But I'm also getting a sense with the Seven of Cups, you could be a little confused. It's like 1 second, it's like, I don't know if I want to be single, but I do. I'm going to focus on my success, but I also want attention from this person. So it's kind of weird. This could also be walking away from like certain things that you don't care for anymore. This could be like family members where it's like, oh my God, I'm just tired of this type of thing. But shifting gears, I want to talk a little bit about some money manifestation tips and also some law of attraction tips as well to help you. And what we have for that guidance, it says, I am developing the skill to direct my thoughts. And on the back of this card, it says, the most valuable skill or talent that you could ever develop is, the most valuable skill or talent that you could ever develop is that of directing your thoughts towards what you want. To be adept at quickly evaluating all situations and then quickly coming to the conclusion of what you must want and then giving your undivided attention to that. There is a tremendous skill in deliberately directing your own thoughts, and you will yield results that cannot be compared with results that mere action can provide. So again, the most important thing you can do, the thing that's going to take you closer and closer and closer to being successful is you being able to redirect the mind or having control over the mind. Because with the world that we live in, there's so much information that's being just thrown out there that it's hard to not absorb it sometimes and also absorb the wrong information. So when you can redirect your mind and focus on thoughts that are prosperous or thoughts that are in alignment with your journey, then that's the most powerful thing that you can do. So understanding that and also finding ways to take that action in your real life is going to be very important if you do want to see some changes. Now, let's talk about your love life specifically, the energy we have surrounding that. We do have attraction and let go of control issues. So with this, I am seeing that there is some sort of feelings there between you and another person. I'm just getting a sense that there is a level of defensiveness. This could be because you're noticing certain signs about the person you're dealing with, or your person may be feeling that way about you. But I'm just getting a sense that there's some issues with somebody mentally completely opening up here due to the fact that they're not completely over certain things, especially if there was cheating. Another thing I am seeing, if you are single, you do need to loosen up your grip from being so defensive, because that may be keeping you from welcoming in new love because you haven't moved on from what you've experienced, especially if it was deception and you feel like you can't trust people. For others of you, if you're in a current relationship right now, I feel like, again, you do want to make sure that you guys are making sure there's no sort of deception here, or if there is some issues with deception that already took place, making sure you can fully move beyond that and not keeping yourself stuck to this if you know you can't move on. So that's what I'm seeing, Capricorns. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did resonate, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely make sure you check out my website as well if you do want to book a personal reading with me. Information will be listed below, and I will see you later.